because I have something to do here, and there's no light, so whenever we on begin.
Okay, so I should just continue what I'm doing here at this side here.
Mm.
I know what I like. Is this other one that's going to off? Who is this one? Okay. Alhamdulillah. Good morning, Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Sheriff Mohammed. This is Becoming. It's been a while. So yeah, like I always start most of my episodes, I go in with gratitude first before I go in to talk about what I want to talk about. So today I'll be focused on the art of showing up, right? Yeah. So basically, for me now, for the past 1 week, past 2 months, past 6 months, I noticed that I've been slacking, just generally, right? Because the thing is, there is a level you get to where you are doing something well in your own capacity. Maybe it's in what you do, maybe in your work, or at school, at your personal brand, your YouTube channel, whatever it is you do. You feel like you're doing so well compared to the people around you that at the point you start slacking, you start resting. Well, at least everybody's I'm better than most people around. But the thing is, you know that that's not what you can be doing. That's not your best. That's not your 100. You are giving probably 40, but because your 40 is better than most people's 100, you rest there, and that's not very good. But that's what I've been doing. And what I'm trying to say is that the thing that I'm grateful about is that there was someone that came into my life recently, a very good friend of mine, and the person made me pay attention to the fact that that is not a nice place to be. And the thing is, somebody, the poster child for always saying, hey, do your best, do not settle, don't underestimate yourself, you can always do more. I'm the person always saying that, but then I'm also the person settling. Do you understand? So then she explained something to me about how the moment somebody starts settling, even though what you're doing is more than other people's, when she starts settling, what happens is that slowly that becomes your average, right? And that's it. Let's even look at it. Nobody was born average, nobody was born mid, nobody was born to like just do okay. But as we grow on in life, every time you try to bring your A game, maybe in maths when you're in GS1, or maybe in football when you're in SS1, as you try to bring your A game, somebody said, oh, don't do too much. Somebody said, please rest. Somebody said, don't do so. Do you understand? And just because you allowed it once, I'm not doing too much, slowly, you start bringing it to other parts of your life. Okay, I don't want to do it too much. I don't want to stress too many people. I just want to stay in my zone. And slowly, even the things that are important to you, even the things that you're supposed to bring your A game to, you start winging and you start settling. So she made me realize that, and for me, for the very first time, the fear of being average was crazier than the hope of being extraordinary. The nicest thing is everybody's always saying, okay, I want to be super rich, I want to be super wealthy, I want to be super famous, I want to be super successful, I want to be super happy. That is it. That is what most people always say. And that's what is driving most people. That is the motivation for so many people. But for the first time for me, it was, I am scared of being average, right? I am scared of doing lesser than what I can do. I am scared of dying and leaving all my potential there and that's just the way it is. Like now they say the grave is the richest place on planet Earth because there are so many people in that place that went there with many potential never shared, many gifts never tapped, many realizations never expressed. And I'm just grateful that she showed that to me, and I really just think many people should start thinking about that. So on today's episode, I'll be talking and going into some level of the art of showing up, how I want to start bringing more intentionality for myself to start showing up more. So that's what this episode is going to be about. Listen to this, then I'll be back in like a minute. Thank you. Is this good? How you want that? Tell you how you want right now. وقوفنا بين يديك اللهم لا تخزنا يوم العود عليك اللهم Allahumma taqabbal salatana. Well, Allah, please accept our prayers. Everybody listening, I pray God accept your prayers. So, the art of showing up. The first thing I think everybody should pay attention to is that pain pushes until vision pulls. Pain pushes until vision pulls. Everybody that is doing something right now, the only reason that you got there is from two things: either insights or pain. Anything you're doing right now, it's either something inspired you saw somebody doing that thing, or you noticed that you had that gift, or a teacher pointed it out. That's insight. But the other thing is pain. There are some visions you have, there are some things you want to do, and maybe you're not doing it for a very long amount of time, but nobody will tell you. Your body will start telling you. You know how was it Confucius or Einstein that said that insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result? That's insanity. And that's the biggest reason for most of us depression. Like, let's break down depression to the littlest thing. It is when you know you are supposed to be doing something, but you're not doing it. Honestly, deep down, because we try to control so many things that are not in our control, and that's what makes us sad, and that's what makes us go to like the lower levels of energies. So pain pushes until vision pulls. So for me, it was more like I could not. I'm always telling myself, okay, I know I'm sleeping on myself, and it got to a point where my ego, and this is for so many people too, this is just for like so many people that are doing something nice, you get to a point where you start rationalizing things that are stupid, right? So my ego was at a point where I was always saying, oh, I know I'm doing great, oh, I know I'm doing nice, oh, I know I'm in first class, oh, I know I'm scoring so many goals, oh, I know I'm killing everybody, right? But then it is nicer to yourself to tell yourself, although I'm killing everybody, I know I'm still sleeping on myself. My ego like that. Many people like that. I am doing very, very nice, but then I know I can be doing more. But then it's nicer for you to tell everybody, I'm not giving up. And that's not good. Right, so that pain, I was okay with it. The pain was pushing me until the point where I could not take it anymore. I'm too tired. I'm too stressed. So until the point you get like very, very tired of being tired, that's how you can actually start the process of showing up in your life. And the funniest thing is, showing up is 90% of the job. The other part is easy. That's just what you want to do. Whatever your goal is, whatever thing it is you want to achieve, the hardest thing is for you to just put your body in the right place. Oh, you want to exercise more and more and more. The exercise is not the hard part. The hard part is wearing your first leg of your shoe and tying your legs. The moment you do that, it becomes easy. Oh, you want to read 5 books this year. The hard part is not the reading of the books. The hard part is you just picking up the book and reading one sentence. The moment you read one sentence, it becomes easier. Oh, you want to start waking up earlier for subi. The hard part of praying subi is not getting to the mosque. The hard part is just getting up from your bed and doing the first ablution. No one water touch your face. Shaitan has left you, right? So for me, showing up is the hard part. The task is easy, and if you can slowly just start putting your body in the right place, like it's not even the action. Just put your body in the right environment that will trigger you to make the decision. That's fine. That's fine. Right? And in the very end, if you notice it, nobody ever regretted showing up. Like now on my phone now, I have 3 apps. As I'm going back to my hostel, my school right now, I have 3 apps I can go to. The moment I'm done with this video, I'm going to pick up my phone, I'm going to enter the car, I'm going back to where I'm going. But then I can either open music, I can either open podcast, I can either open Quran and pick one that I want to listen to. I can decide to do that. I want to listen to Wizkid, or I want to listen to a deep 1-hour call about meditation that will give me insight into marketing, or I want to listen to Umar Hisham read Surah Al-Qiyam. I can pick that, but then it becomes easier at some point to start picking some things. You get me? But one thing I noticed is every single time I picked Quran, I always felt nicer in the end. Every single time I picked podcast over music, I always felt nicer in the end. Even if I pick music, I'll feel nice, but then there are different levels to niceties right now, and like depends on what you listen to that will trigger the actions you get to do. But what I'm saying is, in the very end, if you decide to show up for yourself, like me deciding to wake up earlier today so that I'll make it to radio on time, I feel nicer about myself. I feel more relaxed. I feel more calm. I can express better, and maybe someday, somewhere, somehow, somebody listening to this will be inspired. But just because I decided to wake up earlier, just because I decided to show up. So you showing up, it might be nice for you, but you don't know the amount of people it will help to. Now, one thing I would say is many people are more qualified than you, but you got the chance. There is somebody somewhere right now in Afghanistan, in southern Malaysia, in a refugee camp in Iran, that has the same goal that I have, has the same desires, has the same talent, has the same gift. But me, I get to be here in this AC, speaking into the mic, pouring knowledge. Yet he has every other single thing too, but he's not here. I cannot ever rationalize that why would God just do that? But then obviously Allah knows why he does what he does. But what I'm just saying is, whether you know it or not, there are so many more people that are as qualified as you, or even more qualified than you, that don't even have a chance. So if you do have a chance, showing up is the least you can do. Honestly, just get your body there, right? So that's one of the things I tell myself anytime I know I want to slack, anytime I know I want to be lazy. I'll be like, get up. Some people deserve this even more than you, but they don't have it. If you have it, make it count. Do you understand? That's one. 2, another thing I realize is that if I'm in my room, or if I'm in my class, if I'm anywhere, I notice that if we start talking about our goals, right, everybody's talking about how they want to be separated, everybody's talking about how they want to top Forbes. You know, when we're in secondary school and it's break time and everybody's chilling and they're like, so what do you want to be? Someone say, okay, I want to have Maserati. Someone say, I want to have Rolls Royce. Someone want to say, I want to be famous like Wizkid. Like, everybody is always aiming for the 1% life. If you ask every young kid right now, they want to be super rich, they want to be super famous, they want to be super successful, they want to be super happy, they want to be super connected to God. That is the 1% life. And the statistics, the mathematics, the average, the research shows that that's not the way it will happen. All our moms, all our dads, all our teachers, all our uncles, all our grandpas, when they were much younger, they said the same thing too. But not all of them are there. There's only one spot for the number 1 person on Forbes list. Do you understand? So when you start to understand that everybody aspires for the biggest things, all the clubs in Premier League want to win the EPL. Malaga, Cadiz, Real Madrid, they want to win La Liga. Argentina, France, Croatia, they all want to win the World Cup. Everybody aspires for good things, but the math shows that not everybody will have it. So if you can't even do the basic thing of showing up, when you sleep there, that's something. And the last thing I really think that would break it open to make it easier for you to show up is being intentional. Intentional is not about doing the act, it's about the thought. In the very end, the thought is the main shit, the action is just the easy part. Your thoughts will eventually energize your action. And the truth is, what are you intending whenever you are doing something? Like, your attention, your time, and your energy, what are you bringing it to? Are they the most important things to you? If you are more intentional, it is easier for you to show up. The thing is, you cannot be the noun without doing the verb. You cannot be a cook without cooking, right? You cannot be a footballer without playing football. You cannot be a dancer without dancing. You cannot be an artist without practicing. You can't. It's not possible. But then, if we want to flip it aside, the goal is not to cook once, the goal is to be a chef, right? The goal is not to play football and score a goal. The goal is to be like Alan and score hat-tricks consistently. The goal is not to read Quran and memorize just Hammer. The goal is to be an Hafiz. You get me? Now, when you look at it from both sides, you understand that this is the goal, but to actually be that person, to get to that level of identity, you must do those things. And why am I saying this? The way to actually get there is to reverse engineer it. So there's something called lofty questions, and I try to use it. I learned it from Mind Valley's founder Vishen Lakiani. It's a process where you actually imagine you are that person already. So let's say you want to be someone that exercises a lot. Instead of saying and writing in your goal book that, oh, I want to exercise more, instead ask yourself a lofty question. So imagine you're that person already and say, why is it so easy for me to exercise every day? Ask yourself that question every day. Let's say you want to post videos on your YouTube channel every day throughout the whole year. Instead of saying, I want to post video every day, and your subconscious will start kicking up like, oh my, you know, you're lying. You can't even post one video in 1 week. Instead, switch it over and be like, why is it so easy for me to post a video every day on YouTube? Why is it so easy that my videos get viral? Why am I the person that is so sexy because of my exercise? Why is it that Quran is so easy for me? Why is it that every time I read I assimilate? When you switch it to a question, to a point where you've already achieved those things, it is easier for you to show up. So instead of trying to exercise more, instead of trying to read more books, instead of trying to cover more pages in your Quran, you just be like, I'm already that person already. I am already the Hafiz person. I am already the person that loves exercise. I am already the person that is always getting first class. When you believe you are that person already, it is easier. Because the person that is an Hafiz, practicing Quran is so easy. The person that is a first class student, reading book is the easiest thing. So switch it over. You get me? Imagine you're that person already. Ask questions, don't give statements. And it's easier to fall into those questions and actions that will make you show up more easily. Wrapping it up, one thing I want to let you know is that no matter what, whether it rains tomorrow, or whether it's cloudy, whether it's Harmattan, or whether it's winter, no matter what, the sun will be up tomorrow. The moon will be up this night. Do you get me? Like, God has created this world in a way that there are some things that are certain. And if God created those things and made those things certain, God also created you, right? And I'm not trying to tell you to try to be like machines. I'm just trying to say is that the sun will be up no matter what tomorrow. The question is, will you get up even when it's hard, right? There's something called the rule of thirds. It's that when you have a worthy goal, 3 things are meant to happen out of all the, let's say you're supposed to use 30 days to practice for that stuff. For every third, 1, you're supposed to feel extremely good about it. 2, you're supposed to feel neutral about it. And 3, you're supposed to feel crappy about it. So if you are feeling crapped out about wanting to wake up and go and pray, if you're feeling crapped out about wanting to read, just know that it's part of it. Like, if you are not feeling crappy about it, that means your goal is not big enough. That means your goals don't scare you enough, right? So sometimes you feel excited, sometimes you just feel indifferent, and sometimes you feel like, I don't want to go. But that's the time you should go the most, because it is in those times that you build out your strongest awareness. So, wrapping it up, you don't even need goal setting to be average. Like, what I'm saying is, most of us put down goals and like we don't do anything. What I'm saying is that I can decide not to set any goals for this whole year, and my life will still turn out pretty good. You get me? My life will still turn out good. I'll still make some money, I'll still build some followers, I'll still inspire some people, I'll still get happy. Those things will happen. But if you have the audacity, if you have the temerity, if you have the tenacity, if you have the dareness, right? To actually calm down and tell yourself you want something, please, then go for it. Truth is, in the very end, you get what you want to, whether you like it or not. If you like, write down 10,000 things, you will get what you truly want. So, hopefully, this makes it easier for you to show up more this year and be more intentional. For me, these are the things I said to myself some last week ago when I was scolding myself that I don't like the fact that I'm not showing up the way I want to be. And those things have helped me be better. just within the last 1 week, I feel even more calm, more aligned, and I hope that that is what this will do to you. Thank you so much, and yeah, please subscribe to Light Radio on YouTube, Facebook Light Radio, Twitter Light Radio, Instagram Light_radio, and that'll be. Please be more intentional. Show up for yourself, for other people, so that in the very end of your deathbed you'll be happy that yes, I tried my best. I really did good, girl. That's amazing. Have a beautiful week ahead. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Oh, yes.
The next 3 minutes. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, sir.